my dear Capricorn, this is a love bonus reading for Virgo season 23rd of August to September 22nd, 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. It is a thank you reading since your reading is the 7th most liked reading for the August general reading. So thank you so much all Capricorn and also Capricorn loved ones that gave gratitude for my August reading. So this will be a love reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it can as well be the person or situation you're dealing with. So I'm going to make this your side, and this will be the other person's side, and this is also the feminine side. And most of my viewers are females. Accordingly to this statistic, it's about 80 to 85%. And if you identify more as a masculine, either you are a male or you are a female, more masculine, this might be you. Okay, so I'm going to do the reading with Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And I will start shuffling your cards. So my dear Capricorn, see what's going on with you. We have the Capricorn here, King of Pentacles in the reversed, together with Judgment in the reversed. So it seems like you're a little bit angry or closed off for some reason. Maybe the world seems a little bit unfair and too harsh, and you might feel that you are not entirely listened to. Sorry, I'm going to have to fix the light. So, okay. But it seems like you have put yourself on a safe spot where no one can kind of, harass you or anything. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have a King of Wands in the same position, but now with the Judgment in the upright position. So King of Wands reversed is usually not a particularly nice energy. King of Pentacles in reverse isn't particularly nice either. It's like being stubborn, self-centered, not letting other people in. There's always a reason to why we're acting like this, of course. And then it might be the King of Wands in reverse that's controlling, aggressive, wants to drag you out of your castle and force you to do something. And here with the Judgment in the upright position, it seems like they want to, for them, this argument or whatever happened between you isn't over. Okay, so they want to drag you out of your castle and not make you pay. That was my initial word, but they want to do something, communicate maybe. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we see a Six of Swords with the Judgment in the reverse. So it seems like Capricorn doesn't feel like there's any discussion that needs to be made. You just need to move on from this situation. With the Six of Swords, it's a little bit hope. It's not only moving on, it's also being, I think you have a chance here to really explain yourself from the bottom of your heart and make yourself heard. So take this chance when the energy is on your side here to actually explain the situation for the other person so clearly as it can be explained, so that they have a chance to understand what's going on with you. So 6 elements, and here we have the Hermit with the Judgment. So the Judgment is the significator, showing that this situation is a situation of choice where we need to use our grown-up ability to judge a situation, to make judgment calls and make good decisions. And with the Hermit, it kind of advised that you need to go inside to feel what this decision should be. So you might need to take some time off from your duties or whatever is preoccupying your mind and go inwardly. Ace of Coins, 8 of Pentacles. This is some new chance, opportunity of success that comes with hard work, whatever that can be. So I want my dear Capricorns to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationship. I also want you to have creative success and be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. These readings are so hastily shuffled, so I don't have time with the whole prayer, I have noticed. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you, Capricorn, and the energy of Virgo season for you. So, this will be your behaviors and attitudes towards them, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes towards you. This is on your emotional level towards them, the bond that binds you two together, and on their emotional level against you. And this is what's on your conscious mind about them, the situation itself, and what's on their conscious mind about you. I'm sorry, I'm just going to close off the sound on my computer. It always has so much uninteresting things to say, like clean this or install that. So, okay, and we have a Two of Cups here with the Ten of Swords in reversed. And okay, so it seems like there's two people loving each other, but there has been a lot of challenges for this relationship. It might not be something that's actually happening now. It might be memories. So we might have a hard time trusting each other due to something that happened in the past. Okay, it might also be childhood issues for many of you. So you already were wounded, and then you were disappointed, and then wounded again 10,000 times. And now it's a little bit hard to trust the love, but the love seems to be there. So that's nice. Okay, love is nice. And this is the emotional level, and we have an Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, we also have the Ace of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. So I think there could be a successful new beginning, even if you don't believe so, Capricorn. Okay. And this is behaviors and attitudes back and forth. And we have the Emperor. So Emperor, and this is kind of the divine masculine, and this is the divine feminine in its the world card shape. 2 + 1, 3. And the Sun and 9 of Cups there. Also the Fool. So I think if you are both grown up about this, it can be solved. Okay, it can be a new beginning, but there is things that has not been fair, or where people's needs haven't been met, or maybe we failed to see the truth, or we didn't want to see the truth about something. So then are going to have to be rather great improvements, maybe from both sides, but the person that didn't apply themselves before really needs to apply themselves now, and then there's a chance to fix this, whatever has been the little hiccup. Okay, so what's on your conscious mind about them? And we have a Seven of Wands, so that's the defensive energy. Seven of Wands is when we are kind of challenged to stand up for ourselves and protect ourselves, and it goes very well with the Judgment in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse that came in the beginning. You be building a fortress for yourself and kind of don't want to take up their calls. Maybe they are sending you messages or trying to revive the situation, but you say no thank you, no thank you. And it's a positive energy. 7 are always spiritual challenges, so it might be something that this is hard for you to do, or to do it without becoming undiplomatic and hostile, for example. So might be different challenges with this Seven of Wands. It's Mars in Leo, so it's a little bit warrior energy. We can see here is armored, but his only weapon is a wand. So the only weapon here is kind of your own inner strength, or the words that you say, or the action that you take. So it's not like real hostility. It's more like we're trying to stand up for ourselves and be a door bouncer and keep unpleasantries out of our lives. And this is the situation itself, and this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And we have 10, the Wheel in the reverse. So I think they kind of wish they could go back in time and fix things, or do things in a different way from what they did that made you have this kind of reaction. And they might also be have a personality where they go back and do the same mistakes over and over again, and that might be why you are put up the fence here in the first place. because there was like a lot of repetition. 10, 10, the same stupid thing happening again and again. Even if we love the person, we sometimes realize that their apologies are hollow if they are doing the same stupid crap again and again and again and again and again. Okay, so here we have the situation itself, and it's an eight of wands. So we can see this, it's like these wands are kind of coming in here, and you are trying to defend them yourself. So I think your counterpart wants to talk this through. They might have ideas also what you have done wrong, and they want to speak maybe also about this. But I get the feeling that this person wants to make things right with you and wants to discuss things with you. I hope they are openly showing this as well, but in a non-stalker kind of way. This is on your emotional level towards them. And we have a Three of Swords in the reversed. So it seems like you have been able to digest the situation, and you have taken the hit. It's like you took the hit. It was painful, but you survived, okay? So with this card in the reverse, it's not... you probably don't want to put yourself to the same ordeal again. With this Three of Swords in the reverse, probably the worst is over for you. You don't feel as... It's not as painful as it was before. So to let them back into your life with the ability to make the same mistakes, I think it seems foolish in your eyes. So why should I do this when I just came to this place where I have been able to not feel so bad about what happened? I have kind of bounced back and start to heal. So why should I put myself through this again? And here we have the common energies between you two, and this is on their emotional level towards you. And we have death here. So in this case, death feels a little bit like desperate, like they don't want this to happen, with the Ten of Wands, 10 the wheel in the reversed. They wish that they could go back and turn back time, but they are starting to accept the fact that maybe this situation is over, that you don't want to re-engage. But I don't think they have given up the hope, okay? They haven't given up hope, but they are starting to see the truth. Because the 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, it's the Emperor, and it's kind of how you have built yourself in with the 7 of Wands and the Judgment and the King of Pentacles in the reverse, that you're not open and receptive for their engagement. So therefore they have kind of started to accept that maybe the situation is over, but it's something here with all this Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse that's not really letting it go. Might be the Divine as well. So this is the common energies, and we have the Magician in the reversed. So Magician in the reversed, I think that the person you are with, they think that only good can come if they master what they are saying. If they're only telling you the things that you won't react badly to. So they're not really telling you the truth. They are kind of trying to tell you what you want to hear. And I think you have seen through that bullshit, and that's why you don't want to engage in this anymore. And they believe that if they just can keep you oblivion from the things that would make you upset, everything will go back to normal. That's probably the whole problem, okay? Magician 1, this is 10, 1 plus 0, 1. And we also have the Sun in this mix. These three cards are connected. The Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. And both here are coming in reverse. So it's someone acting with bad magic. And it feels like they want to fix it, but they don't want to take responsibility for it and change. But with the Death, they might be forced to. Like the old ways of fixing this is not going to work because you have heard it all before. So you're going to say, no, thank you. I know exactly how this is going to end, and I'm not interested. I just came back onto my 2 feet, and I'm not going to go through that crap again. And this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them. And we have an 8 of Cups, and it's unfortunately it's in the reversed. 8 of Cups in the reverse shows me that probably in the future, near future here, you will start to long for them and wish for them to make a more serious attempt, because the 8 of Cups in the reverse is like a boomerang. You're walking away from something, you felt like, yeah, I've invested a lot in this, I have a lot of feelings for this person, but it's crap, so I'm walking away. And then you're coming back. So it might be that you will start reminiscing about this person. And so I think the divine seems to be still invested in this relationship, since they are also bringing it up, instead of, you know, bringing up some nice relationship that could also be new, like a new beginning totally with a new person would be nice. And here we have the outcome, and here we have their behaviors and attitudes towards you, and we have the Hermit. So here it seems like they're trying to figure it out. It's hard, you know. It's like I see this mechanism inside the brain where the wheels are going into each other like this. So they're really trying to figure out, because this has always worked before, you know, to lie to you, because you have swallowed it. You wanted to be loyal, and you wanted to be trusting, and now suddenly it doesn't work. So this person needs to change their approach, and they're trying to figure out how to do that. But they're still looking into this, but they're also looking like into themselves here. So that seems serious. It seems like a good thing that the person is really, really, really trying to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? They can't really figure it out, because before it probably worked with this, you know, charming talk, and now it's not working, and you're still this stubborn, and there's a lot of passion here with 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, but their old charm doesn't work on you anymore. So if this is the divine feminine and this is the divine masculine, you probably need them to man up a little bit, to transform and become like a man that can take responsibility. And here we have the Sun in the reverse and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. So probably you felt like they felt like kings before, like they were sitting on their high horses, and things in the relationship was great for them but not for you. And you were trying to, you know, digest or swallow a lot of things that you really didn't want to. You saw through the fingers with the lies and the deception and the you know, like we do with the child. We don't want to bicker on the child all the time. So when they say, yes, I clean my room, and we know that, well, all the clothes are still left on the floor, but we don't argue on it every time, because we don't want them to hate cleaning their room. So I think you have had the same kind of patience with this person, and they thought that you couldn't see the mess that they made. Because you saw through the fingers with it, but you actually saw everything, and at some point it became too much for you, and you started to, you know, put boundaries here. You didn't want to accept this anymore. 2-2 with a child that didn't clean their room. You're like, no, I'm not going to. And 2-2, it's connected also to the Judgment card. So this is the outcome, and we have an 8 of Swords in upright position, so another 8. So we have 8 here. So it's we are going through the Lion's Gate again, beginning of August. So I guess that's what's going on. And these gates are like purifications. Big transformations happens. Things you can't just tolerate anymore. You get allergic to them. You have to make changes that you didn't want to make. You didn't want to make these big sacrifices, but you do them anyway. And here with the 8 of Swords, we are trying to cling on to something. And with probably the Lion's Gate, it wants to destroy it. It wants to, this whatever we're clinging onto, wants to be, you know, ripped apart so we can be free from it. Trying to figure out here, but it seems like you're stuck with this person because you're starting to reminisce about them. So it might be like so also that you wanted to walk away and, you know, forget about this person, move on, but you won't be able to, because you're kind of waiting for the divine wants to make them go through this big transformation. and then they want you to be there to continue tutoring them in how to speak the truth, how to actually do things that you can be proud of instead of having to hide the shitty things you did. So something like this is what I'm seeing. Okay, so it seems like you're unable to move on, and that's what you wanted. A little bit too many cards, so I want one card for showing the advice, like love advice for my dear Capricorn. So, give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So, have high demands and know when something comes in, if it's like the shit or not. If it feels like nah, then you say no, and they can try again. So, I think this is kind of different offers that you are going to have to say no to. But you will still be stuck in this situation and be made these stupid offers. But it's because you have this judgment, so you can know when something is good and when it isn't. So you can see through the bullshit, kind of. And this is going to be a learning curve a little bit. And it will be a blessing of some sort, because it will be better than what was, but maybe not perfect, because we are obviously going through some kind of learning experience here. So know what you deserve, and that you deserve also to have all that your heart desires. So when it doesn't look like what you want, you say no. Okay. And this is for your counterpart. And we have this card. And it says, Twin Flames, your passion ignites. And this here. So, well, I don't see any other signs of twin flames. But they say that this is so it's probably so. I will see. There was some other card falling out as well. And this have kind of the same color. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. So don't try to dictate this situation. I think the divine has already figured out where this is supposed to go. And this person is going to feel that this connection have a higher purpose of some sort. I think this is for you, that let whatever happens. You don't know the whole picture, but you are a very good team worker to the divine. So they can give you new instructions on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, and you will have new instructions to hold on to when maybe this person comes and makes different attempts to reconcile your relationship, and you kind of want to say no, but you're unable to, because you're unable to walk away and stop thinking about this. So I think the divine still wants you in the middle of this little bit chaos, so that you can tell this person when they are doing the right thing and when it's not working for you. Okay, no, that is not going to work for me, because that's disloyal, or that is not like how you build a unity together, by, you know, forgetting about what you promised, or whatever is going on that this person has been having trouble of fulfilling for you. We have different things that needs to be there to be able to build a stable relationship, and it is loyalty, honesty, having each other's backs, communication, listen when the other person talks, and not immediately seeing them as the enemy and that what they said was a personal attack, but actually listen, trying to understand, trying to see from their point of view, putting forward a solution, also asking, did I understand you correctly? Was this what you were trying to say? So there needs to be like communication and unity. And if someone thinks that they can, you know, skip all that because they are so darn charming and you won't notice when they don't take responsibility, it kind of fails. So I think this is what has been going on. And now this person wants a second chance to go back and fix it, and you are kind of unable to move forward. You're stuck in gum here. So probably you're waiting for them to man or woman up, depending on who's on this side, and come back and try out their new skills with you. Okay, So that sounds fun. Okay. And if you wonder more about the situation, I did a pick a card reading the other day. That's what's on there. What are they thinking about you? You can check it out. It's on the first page of my channel. If you scroll down a little bit, it's a pick a card readings there. It's a lot of different to choose from. You don't have to look at the latest one. Also, the readings for August is up, and next time I will publish readings will probably be for September, so in mid-August. So until then, take really, really good care, and bye-bye.